Hello and welcome to another presentation of the Pet Showcase, presented to you by the Sun Valley Animal Shelter in Glendale. And as we usually do, we're going to have a very interesting program showing you some of the cats and dogs that are available for from our shelter, and I do hope that you'll make an effort to come down and visit with us sometime. Our first part of the program are the dogs, and with me here is Cheryl Ann Trim, who's our standby for those animals, and she'll tell you what's on the program. What is on the program?
Well, thanks a lot, Alan. Thank you so much for tuning in. We really appreciate that. And we've got 7 dogs on today's program. We're going to have 5 big dogs, and then we're going to have 2 little puppies. Well, they're not that little, but we're going to have 2 puppies to end the program. So to start off this program, we have a very energetic dog right here. This is Rhett, and he's about 7 months old. He's an Irish Terrier mix. So he's in the Terrier family, much like a Lakeland Terrier, a wire-haired Fox Terrier.
Right.
Going to be about that size. Maybe he'll end up about 20 pounds or so. He was a stray. So he's pure puppy. He's got a lot of energy. He does like a lot of the other puppies here at the shelter. Sometimes when we're cleaning, they let all the puppies out and everybody gets to run around together.
Right.
It's so much fun to watch. And he gets along with other puppies. He does tend to be more of the alpha puppy though, so just keep that in mind.
Alpha puppy now, huh?
If you want Rhett, he does seem to be a little more domineering than some of the other puppies.
I can see why. He's strong as an ox.
But he's
moving
just,
the whole
yes,
thing.
he's moving the podium, isn't
Yeah.
he? He's just beautiful. With puppies, you've got to remember lots and lots of TLC,
Yeah.
lots of patience with them because they're going to get into mischief. They're going to get into some trouble unless you supervise. And everybody in the family is responsible for helping take care of this puppy, so just remember that.
That's right.
So come on out, ask for Rhett. He's a beautiful, beautiful Irish Terrier mix.
You'll have an unusual dog.
Yes, you will. They're not very common.
They're very, very unusual. Thank you very much for showing us in. Whoa. Wait, my hand. Let me get my hand back.
And now look what we have here. We have a bundle of wrinkles. I think this dog's name should have been Prune, but that's not her name. Her name is Shannon. And she's only, believe it or not, she's only 5 months old.
5 months old.
She's a Shar-Pei, and we don't get Shar-Peis here at the shelter very often. She's a little more expensive than the other dogs because she's purebred Shar-Pei. She came in with her brother. Her brother got adopted, and she's still looking for that forever home. Her family could no longer take care of her. I guess it was too much, and you can see this is a big dog to take care of. She will grow into these wrinkles. So she's probably going to be about a 50-pound, maybe 60-pound dog.
Right.
So she is going to be a big girl. Yeah. So with a dog this big, that's only 5 months old, because she's so big, extra supervision with her to make sure that you teach her all the rules, and she's house trained. And we want all our dogs to be inside dogs, so we definitely want her house trained, and we want to make sure all her wrinkles don't get all sweaty and all messed up. And their fur is very coarse. So when you feel a Shar-Pei's fur, it's very coarse, not like most other dogs here. But just a neat dog, a very unusual breed. So she's a Shar-Pei, she's 5 months old. Come on out, ask for Shannon.
And the nice thing about it too, as she gets older, she's not going to complain about her wrinkles.
No.
I had to get that in there.
Oh, you had to, didn't you? Oh, this is a little gem, and her name is Jewel.
Jewel.
She's just a real sweetheart, little terrier mix, kind of on the shy side right now. She's about a year old. And she was a stray. It just breaks my heart.
Oh my gosh.
And we have all these stray dogs. It seems like every program, probably half the dogs we show are stray dogs. And it just takes a collar with a name tag and or a microchip. But good for us, or good for Jewel, that she's got that microchip. So she'll never get lost again. If somebody takes her to a vet, they'll scan her and they'll know who she belongs to.
We can't overemphasize that point. All our animals, cats and dogs, have a microchip.
Yes.
And so the probability of the dog being recovered if it is lost is a lot better than like this animal.
Yes, it's a very good chance you will get your dog returned to you.
Yeah.
So she's really sweet. She gets along with so many of the other dogs here at our shelter. She walks really well on a leash. Just a real pretty color, kind of a strawberry blonde color. And I don't think she's going to need to be professionally groomed because she's about a year old. This is it. You could cut her hair short if you wanted to, but it's not necessary. And she sheds a little bit, but not
hardly
horribly.
any. Yeah,
So
you
just
like
kind of
me.
nervous up here, but yeah, I think she likes Al.
Yeah, she likes
A lot
me.
of the dogs
huh?
like you,
Yeah,
Al.
I guess that's about it.
They want to come home with you.
Yeah, they want to come home with me. Yeah, I could have a menagerie if I wanted it.
So I wish I could, but I've got a
All
good
right.
group right now. So come on out, ask for Jewel. She's about a year old. They'll
Okay,
tear
here
your
you go,
mix.
Bernie. Take her away. Here's another nice, cute
This
one.
is a cutie, and here's another unusual dog, a dog breed that we don't see here at the shelter very often. This is Max. He's 3 years old, and he's a smooth-haired fox terrier mix. So unlike his relative, the wire-haired fox terrier, which has all the whiskers on the chin and has the wiry hair, he's the smooth-haired. Now he will shed a little bit. Smooth hairs shed a little more, where wire-haired fox terriers do not.
Right.
But he's just sweet. He's a little on the thin side, so he could
Yeah, I
stand
noticed that. I could feel his ribs
to
here.
gain
Yeah.
a little bit of weight, and perhaps it's because
Yeah.
of what he's been through. His dog owners went through a divorce, and neither one of them wanted to take him.
Oh my gosh, that's terrible.
That's horrible. The poor child was abandoned.
Yeah.
So here he is at our shelter. Thank goodness they brought him to our shelter, and he's looking for that forever home. He's really nice. We understand that he's been crate trained. He knows how to use a doggy door. He's house trained. He walks well on a leash. But just remember, just because of what I've just told you, doesn't mean he's going to do that when you bring him home. Because you bring him home, he's going to be nervous and scared. He doesn't know where he is.
Right.
But he's already got the basics down, so it won't take a whole lot of extra effort to help him learn what the rules of the house are, and he'll make a wonderful pet for somebody.
Yeah. I want to emphasize that one point you made. Any animal, whether it's a dog or a cat, when you bring them into your home, they have an adjustment period to make. They don't, like you said, they don't know where they are, what's happening.
That's right.
And they have to become acquainted with the fact that this is going to be their home and that you are their owner.
That's right.
So that they get adjusted easily, and that can be done without too much aggravation, but don't expect the dog to be perfect the
Not
first
right
week
away.
or so.
It
No.
takes a few weeks.
It takes a little time.
But come on out, ask for Max. He's really sweet.
Thanks, Joe. Let me get my hand
And
out
he's
of
3
here.
years old, so he's a perfect age. Now look
Oh,
at this
I'm
one.
getting smaller and
This
smaller.
is just a teeny tiny one. And this is a puppy. This is only she is only 7 months old. Her name is Moo Moo. I
Hey,
think they
Moo Moo.
must have thought she was going to be a big dog, maybe. I don't
Yeah.
know. But maybe she looks like a cow. I'm not sure.
I don't know
But
what it is.
Her name is Moo Moo. She's a little Chihuahua. She's 5 pounds. She'll probably get a pound or two bigger, and that's about it. She's just a teeny tiny dog. So if you live in an apartment, perfect.
Perfect, but no small children.
No, we would really like her to go home with either high school age kids or preferably adults, because she
Right.
is so tiny. She's not going to get a lot bigger.
And she's fragile. You look at those thin
Little
legs.
tiny
you know.
legs, but she's just so adorable.
Yeah.
You have a condo with a small backyard?
Hey,
Perfect.
move on,
She'll
move
be a
on.
great lap sitter for you.
I can stick her in my pocket
You
and take
can.
her home, huh?
I can just put her on my waist and take her home with me. But what's so nice about her is she's so tiny. If you're looking for that perfect lap sitter, you've got it. And she's got unusual markings where some Chihuahuas are more of the solid
Right.
colors. And she's not. She's got this beautiful brown face. And she's just, I mean, there's nothing to her. 5 pounds. She's just adorable. So come on out, ask for Moo Moo.
Moo Moo. Who gives these names to all these dogs and
Oh, the
cats?
staff, I
yeah,
guess.
there's one of them right there. Oh boy, here we go.
Okay, now we got our hands
Yeah,
full
we got our
here.
hands full,
We've
yeah.
got our last
Oh, no-
two
no collar, huh?
puppies. No collars.
Oh, boy.
And I think I've got the little girl.
Yeah,
so I've got Acacia, and Al, you have Alden.
Alden.
And these puppies are only 8 weeks old.
And look at the size of the
So
paws.
they're going to be big dogs. So if you're looking for a big dog, these are 2 great
Yeah.
dogs for you to have. And they came from a dog, the mama, that's at our animal shelter right now. And she had 9 puppies.
9 puppies.
9
wow.
puppies. And some of the puppies look like German Shepherd. So Mama looks kind of like these dogs and has different kind of ears, but Daddy must have been a Shepherd. So there's probably some Shepherd
Yeah, he's got
in
a
them.
shepherd, a
More
face
pointy,
and
yeah.
pointed nose, yeah.
And hers is a little more rounded, but for the most part, we're pretty sure we know they're labs for sure.
Right.
And there probably is a little bit of Shepherd in them.
Yeah.
But with puppies like this, they're going to be big dogs. You're probably looking at a 60 to 70 pound dog or bigger when they're all the way full grown.
Right.
And you got to remember that Gotta crate train them if you possibly can, or have them secluded in a special room where they won't get into trouble. Hello, sweetheart.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
And
dogs play hard, or puppies, I should say. They play hard, but they nap hard. So when they're done playing, they'll go for a nap, and as soon as they wake up from their nap, that's the best time to take them outside and get them house trained.
Right.
Because then
what
you
do
can
want
praise
me
them.
first?
Oh, she wants to give
you want me too? Want to give
a
me a
shower.
kiss too?
Yeah, okay, baby.
Yeah. Oh
So
boy,
just,
oh boy.
just adorable, adorable puppies. But they're going to be a lot of work, so take that
As
into
you can
consideration if you want to adopt these puppies. But if you want a nice big dog, because most of the time on the program we only have little dogs, if you want a nice big dog, you got one here. I've got Acacia, Al's got Alden, female and male.
Come
They're
on
ready
in.
to go.
Come on in and look
Yeah.
at them. Oh, that takes us to the end of our dog showcase. The ending here has been really hectic. Wait a while for about a minute and a half, and we'll come back with our cat showcase.
If you want to adopt one of the animals you see right here on this program, contact the Sun Valley Animal Shelter at 623-872-7941 or visit them online at sunvalleypets.org.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. You know, but it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, you know, she's putting them in the same basket. Again. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
Welcome back. Now we're going to present to you the cat showcase, and we have a little bit of an unusual program in that we're going to show you a lot of kittens. We happen to have quite a few kittens available for adoption at the moment, and we certainly want to have you come down and look at them. They're cute as a bug. And with me, of course, is Tony Bowers, and she'll give you a little idea what's what here.
Right, because we always fool you and try to bring you a bunch of kittens.
Yeah, I know that.
So,
right at the last minute I find out about it.
So this time we're actually going to have a kitten show, and we have 12 of our kittens from our kitten room on the show today. So, of course, you and I, of the mature audiences, we probably wouldn't be the first candidates for bringing kittens in, but we know there's so many homes out there with young families, young adults,
Right.
and single people who would love to have a kitten. They are wonderful, and right now our shelter, like many others in the valley, are loaded with kittens. So our first two little ones are, this is Amy. She, and again, most of our kittens now run from about 3.5 months to 4.5 months that we're going to show you today. And they all are currently living in our kitten room here at the shelter. But this is Amy, and this is Keenan. So I have a female and a male. He is a brown tabby, and Amy is a little red tabby. And they're both been fixed. She's been spayed, he's been neutered. And they're looking for their forever homes right now. They have been, of course, fixed and microchipped. They've had their rabies shots because all of the kittens we'll show you today are over 3 months old. And they're into their booster shots. They are full of activity. We need,
to say the least.
we need active homes for these little babies. But they are so, so sweet. So we'll show you a few more now. These are the first two.
Yep.
Ah.
You gotta
I'm gonna hand them
untangle
off.
everything here.
Right.
Here we are.
And these are our second two. This is Merida, and this is Geppetto, named after Disney characters, of
I was
course.
wondering where that name came from.
Right. Merida came from a Disney movie. And she is also in that, she's about 4 months old, I believe. Now, she is a long-haired tortie, which means she has the multiple colors. And Geppetto is actually a short-haired red tabby, and he's just gorgeous.
Oh,
Isn't
he's
he
a
pretty?
beautiful animal.
And again, all of our kittens have been found. Some of them have been found in fields, in abandoned homes. Most of these kittens have come in here without mothers. which is really
That's-
kind of sad.
Yeah, that's difficult.
But we do have several kittens that'll be on the show today that have actually been born here. And so we have litters that have been surrendered, litters that have been found, and then litters that have actually been born here with mamas.
Right.
So these are just, they are so cute.
You have to pardon my being distracted at the moment. Joe has one of the kittens that's crawling all over his neck and everything under the sun.
They're the next ones
And that's
up.
probably what I'm getting. Yeah, okay.
Okay, so we're going to hand off Merida, a little female, and Geppetto, a little male. Okay, here they come.
Yeah, I told you he's going to give me that one.
Okay, now actually you have the female. This
Oh.
is Cinderella,
A Cinderella.
and this is Tiger. And these are two little brown tabbies. She is a little bit
Well,
bigger.
he's gray.
Well, he does have gray and black in him, but we'll call them tabbies. She actually has a little bit of brown and tan
Right.
in here. She's gorgeous.
Well, so is that cat. I
Oh,
love
they-
the
stripes?
markings on that. I don't know
Yeah.
whether it comes out on a television, but it's very unusual.
It was properly named them Tiger.
Tiger, yeah.
Right,
Oh,
we
yeah,
named him right.
He could go for that.
Well, these kittens actually here at the shelter have their own room. And that way we protect them from the larger cats at this small age. And we also give them the ability to run around and just be kittens.
You're right.
And they have so much fun in there. It's really, it's a lot of fun just to come and watch. We hope you bring your family, your children in, and they can stand behind the glass there and
Yeah.
watch all the kittens. We have climbers in there and little beds and little places for them to go and hide
Right.
at. But it gives them a chance to be kittens and be be loose
Right.
and not penned up in cages. So it's a wonderful opportunity for us to
You know, one
display our
thing
kittens.
we should remark about, in fact, if you get two kittens, it makes a really
Right.
good choice because they will play with each other and you don't have to worry about it getting in quite as much trouble.
Right. They do have each other then, and that's
Right.
always very helpful. Hopefully your home will have enough room for all
Well,
of them.
for these
so
things-
let's give, we're going to give, this is Tiger, and he is about 3.5 months old. He's a little bit smaller. And this is Cinderella, and she's about 4.5 months old. So here come the next two. We're not going to run out of kittens, I have to tell you.
I was just going to say that we have plenty of kittens. We
We
can make
do.
the show last for 2 hours and not,
Right.
not
We can keep
duplicate
bringing them
anything. Yeah.
out. Well, this is Wednesday, and she's a little spayed female, and she's all black. And you have Damon, which is a little flame point Siamese. And you'll notice that
Yeah,
he
the
is,
ears.
he has the orange points.
Right.
And he'll have,
the tail.
he has orange
Yeah.
stripes on his tail, which distinguish him as a flame point Siamese. Actually, they're both just as beautiful as can be, and really, she's really funny. She's got quite the personality.
This one seems a little bit larger. Is it
Mm-hmm. Well,
about
again,
ready to come in here?
they range, again, like I said, in the kitten room, they range from about 3 months on up to 6.
Yeah, is he close
And
to
he's
6?
closer to,
Yeah.
he's getting closer to, no, actually, he's about 4.5 months
Oh, that's
old.
all?
But again, sometimes these kittens are, they're following their parents, and some are
Right.
bigger,
Oh,
will be
sure, of
bigger
course.
cats, and some will be the smaller cats. But again, she's a little female, and we love black cats. You always do talk about your black cats.
Yes. I'm going to mention it right here and now. One of my favorite topics is to try to dissuade the audience that black cats do not represent any kind of a curse or any kind of a stigma, and they are not bad luck or any of the other stories you may have heard about. They're
Right.
just like any other cat. The two of them have pretty much the same personality, and so don't think that that's a myth that it has
No.
any merit to it at all.
Actually, I've found black cats have a tendency to have tremendous personalities. So on the whole, I mean, it's
Right.
amazing. So they're really quite cute. And again, they're really, this is something we'd like families to come in and just watch them play in there. And then, of course, you fill out an app, and if everything's going good, then they'll go in and you can sit in the kitten room and pick out your kitten, or let them pick you.
Let them pick you. They'll pick you off.
All right, so
That's
we'll
one
give...
thing about cats generally. I usually mention this. They have a tendency to select you rather than you select them. If they come up and rub against you and all that, that means, hey, you're okay. You're acceptable to me. And that's a fact. That's not a
Right.
myth.
Now these are two brown tabbies. This one is Reagan, And this one is Wesley. And they actually, they might have been litter mates. Again, I can't remember.
Similar, yeah.
We have so many. But spayed female here and a little neutered male here. And again, still again in that 3.5 to 4.5 month age range. So there's, if you have dogs in your family, it's a good idea for us to just maybe intro them into the little kitten room, have the little kittens just meet a dog and see if everything's okay. But at this young age, if your dog is polite, then chances are going to be good that everybody will get along. And of course, if you do have other cats in your family, not too old, because again, these little kittens will drive the older cats crazy. And again, that's one of the reasons why we don't put kittens under 6 months in this community room here, because we want to let the kittens be kittens, and we want to let the cats not be terrorized. So again, this is Reagan. She's a spayed
before
female.
You give the cats away, you touched on something very important to bring out. If you do have another animal, whether it's a cat or a dog, not to make a difference, we have to introduce them to whatever cat or whatever dog you want. And so you can't just automatically assume they'll fit into a family with other animals.
But we do have some good helps. A lot of the adoption counselors have good suggestions on how to integrate your new kittens into your home. And we have a lot of tips and a lot of pointers. So these are our last two. This one's for you.
Oh, look at that. This is a beauty again.
I know. These are our last two kittens for today. This is a spayed female, and her name is Yona. And she is probably going to be maybe a medium length haired, she's a tortie. And you have the neutered male. This is Weaver. And he's red tabby over white. So he's a neutered male, and again, both of these are around 4 months old, and we just would love to have lots of you people come in and visit our kitten room.
Yeah, so take two of them while you're at it. Like I mentioned, they make good companions for each other. And actually, most animals are that way. The dog's the same thing. And if you can have...
It is helpful.
Yeah, it is helpful, and so don't feel shy about that.
Right. And we encourage the public to please spay and neuter your adult cats.
Right.
Unfortunately, the valley here has been struck with a tremendous amount of kittens that are homeless. And we need the public to make a sincere effort to spay and neuter your cats, and please keep them inside.
Right.
We don't want them going outside. So thanks again for watching us today.
This one ought to be called Motorboat. He's purring like crazy. Well, thank you very much, Tony. And that pretty much wraps up our cat showcase for today. And if you stay where you are, we have a final segment for you, which we'll bring to you shortly in about 1.5 minutes.
If you want to adopt one of the animals you see right here on this program, contact the Sun Valley Animal Shelter at 623-872-7941 or visit them online at sunvalleypets.org.
Abandoned and lost. From the dark, cold streets of the city to a cage in the local shelter, to heaven, your lap.
Well, welcome back. As you can see, we're in a different venue for this final segment. We're in our kitten room, which we've discussed many times in the past. We have about 30 kittens in this place, all over the place, and I think the expert on that was, of course, Tony Bowers, who will give us a little introduction on just what we have in here.
Right. Well, we have a separate room here at the shelter, and this is where we put our kittens for observation for adoption. After the kittens have been spayed or neutered, and they're at an acceptable weight and so on, and ready to go up for adoption, they come into this room. And it's from ages about 2.5 to 3 months old on up to 6 months. Our kittens in here are happy as can be.
Yes, they are.
I think Jacob will be able to show you all of the climbers that we have in the room. We have little cubby holes. We have multiple litter boxes and multiple feed bowls. We have baskets, all kinds. We try to accommodate every possible whim, and including a fish tank, which is behind Al and I, which we entice them with to give them some activity. But they have toys, scratching posts, just about anything they could possibly want, including the kitty that's coming over your shoulder.
I see that, yeah.
They are so inquisitive in here, and it's a wonderful experience. If you're interested in a cat or a kitten, don't pick one. Fill out the forms instead, and have your interview with the adoption counselors, and then come into the kitten room, because this is an experience beyond. It's so much fun. I'm getting a kitten on my back myself, I think.
Yeah, that's the same one.
They run around, and they are just simply kittens. They're not hassled by any adult cats in here, and they certainly don't bother any of our adult cats.
I think they know when it's nap time. Earlier this afternoon, I came down here to just see what was in here, and I think every cat in the place was sound asleep.
They do.
Yeah, and then now, of course, they're looking around, they're fooling around with this.
They're going to help Jacob with the cameras and all the equipment in here, because it's all new. They found the extension cord over here. So,
they're so inquisitive on everything.
Right. I hope Jacob gets the ability to catch all of them at play, because they are really funny.
Yeah, this one's telling me he wants me to take him home.
I think so.
I don't.
We would love to have you come down and take a look. We have so many kittens, and short hair, long hair, every color, males, females, and all young, wanting homes and the love of having a family.
They're chewing on one of your wires over there. I hope it doesn't get electrical short circuit on it.
In case we short circuit out.
Yeah. But we wanted people to see this place, and if you are interested and make an application for a kitten, you bring it in here and you can romp around with them to your heart's content.
Absolutely. They are so cute, and they're so funny. So please come down and visit the Sun Valley Animal Shelter when you have a chance. Hopefully you will be able to interest you in having a kitten in your family. If
I can get this one's claws out of my pants, I'll be in good shape. I better put you down. These are brand new pants.
Oh, that's it.
Well, anyhow, we're getting close to the end of our program. I did want to have an opportunity to show you the kitten room, and make it a point to come down here and bring the kids, of course. And we have windows so you can see everything from the outside, and if you're going to adopt a kitten, we'll bring you in here. So we hope you'll take that opportunity. So in any case, that, I'm afraid, will wrap up our program for today, and we had a good time showing it to you, and I hope you enjoyed yourself. So until next time, this is Al Young and Tony Bowers saying
Thank you.
Goodbye.
With dogs and cats and puppies and kittens, all shapes and sizes, you'll be so smitten. With dogs and cats and puppies and kittens for you. There's Fluffy and Spike, Snowball and Skippy, and Scott and Precious. Don't forget Miss Kitty. With dogs and cats and puppies and kittens for you. At Sun Valley Animal Shelter, we got a friend for you. Just drive on down to our side of town. We'll make your dreams come true. At Sun Valley Animal Shelter, we got a friend for you. Just drive on down to our side of town. We'll make your dreams come true. So come on down to our side of town. We'll wag our tails for you. Get licks a bunch, well I got a hunch. We'll be going home with you. We'll be going home with you.